was just on David's Weekend Review. And I've clicked that bit of me on his channel. I just wonder how I came across. I thought David was being very annoying. But perhaps I was being annoying myself. Increasingly, I feel that most people do not seem to be acting rationally or consistently. They say they have certain stated goals, but they don't do the things that you would have thought they must already know is required. But perhaps I'm projecting. Perhaps. I'm also not doing what you would expect me to do in order to get closer to my objective. But as far as I'm concerned, what I'm doing is rational. Perhaps it's irrational of me to expect other people to act rationally. Perhaps that's the most irrational thing of all, to expect others to act as we would act. So after all this time, very, very few people are even asking the right questions. After all this time, it's just lies and demonization and just this consistent inability to address the issues. And you think, what's wrong with that? I mean, really what I'd like is the opportunity to interview myself. I wouldn't be giving myself an easy ride. I would ask all the relevant questions, such as, well, you know, what any competent journalist would ask. And this brings me to the subject that I want to discuss, which is that it may happen that a proper journalist will actually interview me. We can only hope. I mean, it's not like I'm running away and not wanting to talk about, my thing, or not answering questions. I just wait for people to ask the killer question, The killer question, as far as I'm concerned, would be, well, how does it work in theory, or, what are you going to do about it not working in theory? And I'm pretty confident that it does work in theory. But people won't actually talk about the ideas. They just won't. It has to be about something else, photographs of long ago, some silly rumour, which I won't even, bother to confirm. It's always about irrelevant reasons, and it makes me think, are they all mad, or just all the people I meet, and are they all mad because I'm mad? Who even knows? I mean, I recorded that. I clipped that, my appearance on David's Weekend Review, because, well, I wanted to clip it. It actually was quite, about 45 minutes. It was quite a long time. what was really annoying about it was I couldn't tell my story. He kept interrupting and rambling on about something else and speculating on my answer when, well, okay, he basically asked a question and then answered it for me. And I thought, well, if you just let me answer, I'll be in and out of your stream quicker than if you have to speculate on and predict my answer and get it wrong and have me correct you. Just let me tell the story and then let me go. So, the other little thing I have to tell you is that some journalists might just be asking me questions. I mean, that would be great, and that would prove my theory that Western media is completely controlled by the CIA, and the CIA have me on a blacklist. And well, I don't mind being wrong on this occasion. It would be great on this occasion to be proven wrong. I don't always have to be right. And finally, I should address the question of whether I was wrong to speculate on the neuroses of the people who keep rejecting my solution. I mean, it's a kindest thing, isn't it? And instead of thinking, oh, they only reject my solution because they are Jews, or, blaming them for something or other, I think I'm being kind by saying, well, they must be mentally ill. It's very traumatic for them to realise that the religion of their ancestors is idolatry and cursed by God and has failed, and they need a new one. I know it's traumatic. Of course it's traumatic. And I understand. And I understand they don't want to hear it from me or anyone else. But there is a problem. And I hope eventually, after they have calmed down, they can look at my idea straight in the eye and ask themselves what they have that is better. I mean, the pity of it is that they've all been to university. I'm sure Shari has been to university. She's an educated woman. She's she's clearly very defensive about the Trinity, which she must already know is morally and intellectually indefensible, and she doesn't know how to protect it because she knows it's indefensible, and therefore she wants me banned from Jacob's channel. But then Jacob also denies the Trinity. So we don't know. Now, am I doing this just for fun? Of course I'm not. I'm fortunate in that I don't mind doing it. But I really don't think any society can survive for any length of time if they don't have a moral system. And by this I mean a religion or secular political ideology. And I find it extraordinary that people can't discuss it. Yes, I myself have been known to put off things that I don't want to do. Haven't we all? But you would have thought, after so many years, that they can finally bite the bullet and acknowledge that what they think is their religion has ceased to be their religion a long time ago. I had joked with David about it necessary for Christianity to have a millennium in review. You know, just to review the history and progress of Christianity and, you know, see where it's going and what it's done and all that sort of thing, and whether it could do better or something else could do better, and the purpose of religion, and how do you measure its efficacy. All these things we could be discussing, but we just can't progress beyond this simple point about my proposed moral system. But never mind, tomorrow is another day. Thank you all for listening.